Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Looks like we're still in this inflation thing, and I have decided to start a business. So let's talk about it. So where do I start to explain all of this? Well, let me go back to my job search. So if you looked at my comeback video, I talked about how I've been searching for some months now for a new job, a new position. I'm looking to go a different path outside of administrative assistant. So I've been kind of stuck trying to get past just getting to the interview part of any job that I've applied for. It's been a lot of ghosting and a lot of rejections so far, but I'm still looking for a new job because I need income. And after days and days of crying to myself, laying in bed, feeling sorry for myself and worrying about what's to come next for me and hoping and praying that something just falls in my lap, I decided to go ahead and do the next best thing, which is start my business. Yes, I started my business. I've been going back and forth for months and months now. Mostly it was my mindset and not getting it to the point where I think of myself as someone who can actually do something for myself in this world. I have spent so many years just, I don't know, I guess waiting for someone to help me to take my hand and say, here, do this or do that. And I haven't really relied on myself to do things for myself. I mean, I do pay my bills and I do work when I had a job. I did work and go in early, might I add. I went in early just about every single day, and I was there just about every single day, except for the days when I was sick, of course. But anyway, so I decided maybe now is the time for me to look elsewhere. I've always wanted to do something creative, something that I love and enjoy as my work, something that I could get paid to do and actually love doing it. And the only other job I can think of that gave me close to that satisfaction was working for the New York Mets. I did retail at Shea Stadium and Citi Field, and I enjoyed going to the games, talking to the fans, and playing around with my coworker. But not in that way. But but I enjoyed that job, and it was the only job out of all my jobs that I really came close to enjoying going in every day. I decided that now might be the time to do something different, to embark on something different, something that will challenge me, something that I hope will make me grow as a person, because I've been stagnant for many, many years. I'm not going to say how many years it's been, but I've been in the same rut year after year after year. So recently I was going back and forth, and I have been for some time now. As a matter of fact, I've been going back and forth for about 4 to 6 months, wondering what I was going to do next, because I felt down. I felt like I wasn't good enough for these positions out here. And I still kind of feel that way, that I'm not good enough for these positions. But instead of sitting in my worry and wallowing and crying about it, I figured I gotta do something, because all of that is not gonna pay my bills. So after going back and forth, after researching and doing a ton of researching. I've asked questions to different people. I've looked at articles. I've been on YouTube. I've gone back and forth with people I know. Should I or shouldn't I? And finally, this week, it just occurred to me to just, you know what? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and start the process and work your way through it as you go. I mean, that's kind of what everybody else has done. I don't think too many people have come to the table knowing completely what they're going to do with their business. There are things that you just have to learn as you go. And I feel that I'm at that level where I know enough to get me started, and I will learn as I go. So recently, I went ahead and I formed my LLC. Now, that is another thing I had to think about, because I was going back and forth between, do I continue to be a sole proprietor, or do I go ahead and form the legal entity and make it official? Well, the reason why I took this route is because I have personal assets. And the business that I'm starting, which is a candle business, if somebody should happen to get injured with one of my candles, or damage occurs from one of my candles, I need to protect that asset. And it is a family asset, and my name is on it. So I have to take the responsibility of protecting that asset. And after going in circles and circles with people, trying to decide, should I stay a sole proprietor or should I go ahead with the LLC, that was my final choice to do so. Plus, there's a lot of things that I didn't know that you could do with an LLC in my situation that you can't do with a sole proprietor. So I took the leap and I went ahead and I formed the LLC. And I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. I mean, I have another company but I'm a partner there. And we're working on releasing our product for that company. But with this one, it's just me, and it's by myself, and I'm doing everything by myself. And it is scary. And anyone who's ever started a business will tell you that as exciting as it is to do the things that you're doing for your business, it is scary to put yourself out there. It is scary to make yourself an actual legal business and run like a business. So yeah, I started it. I wanted to make it official. I wanted to finally, I guess, do something that I enjoy. Now, while I'm building this, it doesn't mean that I'm not looking for another 9 to 5, because I am. I actually had a phone call with a recruiter, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm still looking online and applying, because something's going to work out. I just know that something is going to work out. Whether it's me just sticking with starting this business and building it up, or it's me finding a 9 to 5 finally and going in office 5 days a week, or it's both. I know that something's going to work out, but I also understand that I can't just sit around and wait and pray for something. It has to be a mixture of everything. It has to be me praying to God, talking to God. It has to be me taking action and doing what I need to do to make stuff happen. So I went ahead and, I formed the LLC. And now that it is formed, I'm now working on getting insurance to cover it. So I'm working on getting quotes and seeing what I can afford as of now. I'm also working on adjusting my pricing on my products and also finalizing some things. I still have to do a couple of burn tests to make sure the candles perform the way I want them to, and also pass the test. But I'm doing all of that. I even have a checklist over here that I list out a bunch of things that I need to do because I sleep over here. My checklist is over there. So every time I wake up in the morning, I see that checklist and I know what I got to do and check off as I go. But this is exciting. This is also scary. I know a lot of people out there are scared to make that initial jump. And if you're ready for it, not only financially but mentally, then I say go ahead and do it. For me, it's something I gotta stop listening to everybody else telling me what to do with my life, and I need to just go ahead and do these things because I don't want to be, God willing, 89 years old and having regrets of things that I didn't do in my life. So I'm going to have a lot of naysayers. I do have a couple of people that are excited and can't wait to purchase one of my candles and one of my products, but I have a list of things planned out and milestones that I need to hit. So I'm excited to do it. What I'm not excited about, what I'm worried about and scared of is that none of it sells or I sell one thing or two things and it's just family, but that's on me. I have to figure out how to do a better marketing of my products. So that's me coming out of my shell and making a big step. I'm working on getting the quotes for the insurance because after taking advice from people who have been there before, it is important to have that insurance for that extra coverage. So once I get the insurance, then I can start selling my product. And one of my plans is to give out free samples everywhere I go. So this means I have to like talk to people, and I'm an introvert and I'm shy. So it's hard to like approach people, random people, and say, hey, you want a free sample? Would you like a free sample? So I'm trying to work on not so much my pitch, but how I'm going to give these things out to put my product out there at least in small portions. So there's that. And then I'm working on my Etsy shop and getting it up and running. And then, well, I don't want to tell all my secrets, but then after that, see if I can get sales and make marketing strategies to figure out how I can get from point A to point B and get from point B to that sale. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to work on and set up. I gotta set up my email list, and I gotta work much better on my social media platforms. Work on this a little better. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But the most important thing I feel is out of the way, and it is official. Lanaciamarie candles is a thing now. So while I'm worried about what the future holds, I'm also excited for what the future holds, and I can't wait to share it with you all. It's going to be a bumpy road ahead, but I'm trying to get my mind set further into the challenge. But yeah, the most important thing is out of the way and done. And I would have to say, if you're ready, if you feel you're ready, then go ahead and do it. The worst thing that could happen is you don't sell anything, but you can always fix that. There's always different ways of fixing that, is what I'm learning. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have started my business, and we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. All I know is that I have a lot of work to do, and it's just me. It's not like I could bounce it off my partner and like with my other one and be like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? It's just me. I'm making all the decisions, which is so scary. it's just, it's so scary. Thinking about it, it's so scary. But I have to get out of that mindset, right? I have to get into the mindset of one, I can do it. Two, I'm capable of doing it. And three, I am a business person now. And I need to think more along the lines of a business owner. That is it. I started Lanacia Marie Candles. It's Lanacia Marie Candle Company. If you would like to follow my candle making journey, then you can follow me on Instagram at Lanacia Marie Candle. And if you would like to get motivated in the morning and read an affirmation that you can use throughout the day, then you can also follow me on Instagram as well at The Silent Torch. Until next time, um, this is Tammy, and I didn't even say Tammy in the beginning. Hi, I'm Tammy, candle maker and mental health blogger. But until next time, um, until next video. Sorry, I'm still thinking and processing everything. But until next video, this is Tammy saying take care.